I didn't even look up a joke today. Well, you.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh.
You're already on holiday vacation.
Yeah.
Any questions about last week's class of using the camera? Basically, how to take pictures. None? Okay. So we're going to focus this week on different ways of editing and working with your photos. And what I want to do is start out where we left off last time. If everybody could open their Photos app, not the camera, but the Apple Photos application. Okay, I'm going to share my screen.
I don't have a photos app.
You don't have a what? You have to have a Photos app, unless you deleted it. And I'll just, it's the app that looks like this. Okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I have to make one change in settings on my iPad.
You start yet?
Yes, he did.
Which one, Bill?
Got to turn on your own.
Say again? I just want you to open the Photos app. I'm just making a change here.
Apple or Google?
Apple. This
Apple.
is an Apple class. Okay. And when you open the Apple app on your iPad, there's a list down the left-hand column. On the iPhone, basically that's a partial list of that is on the lower portion of the screen. And if we look at the library,
I don't have that.
if we look at the library, right, that should show you all your photos. Okay.
Only got 4.
Okay. Now I'm on the iPhone right now, and at the bottom above where it says library, it says years, months, days, and all photos.
Yeah.
If you're on years, it shows you it has a, let's call it a folder or an album that contains each year's photos. Right? And if you tap on that particular year, it expands it to the days or the months.
Nein, nein.
Yeah, mine's on it. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody. Okay, and if you want to speak, don't forget, you can unmute yourselves.
My name.
Okay. And if you tap one of the months, it goes into day view, right? Now, if you don't want to do it that way, you can just do all photos, and there is a sequential list of all your photos. Okay, today's photos are at the, your most recent ones are at the bottom. Okay, so that's the library view, right? Apple prepared one called For You. So if at the bottom of your phone or the iPad at the left side, if you click on For You, they've created a set of albums that they think you might be interested in. Okay? Now, sometimes they're great, sometimes they're so-so. Right? All right?
Is
Yeah.
there an easy way to share one of those albums with somebody who traveled with you to some interesting place? They're so large.
Not these. Not
Okay.
these albums.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think there's a way. If you open it up, you can select all the pictures in it and share the pictures. Because the share box shows up.
Okay, share them individually.
And then you could select multiple.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Bill,
Yes.
there is a way to share the memories with other people. You can do it through AirDrop. I know because I've done that.
Let me add the album or the pictures.
The memories, a memory folder, or whatever it is.
Okay, want to tell us about that one? How do you do that?
Well, you can AirDrop it to people close by you.
I know, but I'm saying, how do you do it?
Oh, let's see. Wait a minute, see if I can remember how to do that.
I think I can select all the pictures and drop it, but I don't know if I can. I'm just looking at it here and I
Wait a
don't
minute.
see a way to do it.
There is a way to do it because I've done it, but let me just see if I can.
Okay,
do it.
keep looking and then we'll
Okay.
tell everybody when we find
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Bill, here it is. So if you click on the three dots on the upper right side.
Okay, I open the album and then click the three dots.
Well, you have the memory there and you click on the three dots and then it says share photos. And you click on that and it says AirDrop and messages and mail and so forth.
Oh, and it's selected all of them. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Everybody follow that? So
It has
you
to be people who are close by physically.
Yeah, that's an AirDrop, but you can do it more than that. You could send it, right? I mean, if
Yeah.
you tap the share box there, not only can you AirDrop it, right? You can message it or email it to someone.
Well, I've tried that a couple of times to send to my relatives all the way across the United States, and I always get the message, the file's too large.
That's correct. There's too many pictures.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Jim.
So if there are too many pictures, what do?
You send them a smaller group at a time, or you or you share them through a cloud some way. Okay, and that's a different thing. You have to upload the pictures to a particular cloud, and then you can give them access to the cloud, that particular album. So that's the idea behind it, and there are several ways to do it. I just didn't want to get into that today. Okay.
Bill, I just have one question.
Mhm.
I don't want to ask you to do it today, but I had a problem with something that Apple told me to do, and I knew I shouldn't have done it, and it actually deleted 6,000 photos out of my phone. Can we go maybe possibly to see if I can put them back?
You go to recent, when did you do this?
Was about a week ago.
You should be able to go to recently deleted and they would be there.
No, it totally deleted everything from my phone. But
They may be in the iCloud.
yeah, we went through this, and
Yeah.
Apple, unfortunately, sometimes you get somebody who really knows what they're doing.
I know, but were they in the iCloud?
Yes, but now in order, they were just 6,000 pictures. Now, if I go into iCloud, I have 15,000 pictures. So I can't download that into my phone. You,
I
I
understand
can
your
make
problem.
albums.
I understand your problem.
Okay, thank you, Bill. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Thank you.
Okay, let me keep going here. On the left, the next thing down is people. And on the right, you'll see that it just says albums. All right. People is an album. And so if I'm going to go to albums on the iPhone, okay? And it shows you a set of albums there. Some I've created, right? And I can say see all, and it'll list them vertically on my iPhone now. But if I scroll down here, all right, it says people and places. All right. And ooh, so there is a way to share an album, by the way, for Anne, and I've done it. So I guess we'll have to talk about it at some time in the future. Okay. Anyway, and if we go down and we look at people, okay, and I click on people, it shows you the people I have identified, okay, on my iPhone and my iPad. And now you should be asking the question, well, how do you do that, Bill? How did you get where I can tap the word Alexander there on my iPad, on my iPhone here, right there? If I tap that, it will show me all the pictures I have of my grandson. Okay, and they go on quite a ways, of course. All right. Now I'm hitting the back arrow. How did I get this list created? All
How
right.
did you do that on the iPhone? You were on the iPad.
Well, I'm on the iPad. I'm on the iPhone then over here, right? And there's Alexander on the iPhone. I'm not sure what you mean by how did I do that. I tapped right here.
Oh, okay. From albums, you tap people and places.
Yes. Okay. So far, so good. So the question would be, if I have a picture, now I'm going to go back to my library and I'm going to go down here to Mickey Mouse. No, let me get a picture. Let me get a photo with some faces in it. There we go. I wonder if both those are identified. Yeah. So there's a picture. That's my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, right? And if I put my finger on the screen and I pull up, now it won't show up on the monitor you're looking at. But if you bring up a picture of some faces and you put your finger on the picture, in other words, put it right here and pull up, in other words, swipe up, you'll get a little circle with the people's faces on it. Okay. And when you get that little circle with people's faces on it, you tap one of them. So I'm going to tap on one. And it comes up with this screen. It says you have these couple of pictures with that face in it. And I tapped the gentleman's, right? So I'm going to say add name. And then I type in his name. Okay. And then I tap next and done. And now every place in all of my photos, 6,000, 10,000, 1,000 photos, they will identify that face as Peter. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the lady. Okay. Now, in this case, I had already named her in other pictures, but it didn't associate this face with the other ones. And right there is, it says Margie Della Valle. So if I tap on that one, in other words, I tap right there, I won't continue typing. I say I already have her, so I'll, and then I tap done. So now there are two faces of Margie. And it combines the two and shows me all the faces of Margie that I have. And here they are, right? Now, some of them, okay? That makes sense to everybody? Now the picture of the cat there, it doesn't work. So it doesn't identify cats yet. All right? Any questions on that? And identifying people. Now I should have one called Peter there. It's added. See it at the bottom there? So I have one called Peter now. The wonderful thing about this is it goes through all your pictures and finds most of the ones that the faces are similar. Okay? Every once in a while, it will add, for example, two people, you know, some folks in the family look an awful lot similar, and it may identify one as the other. But it's a pretty good feature.
Does that work on the iPhone as well?
Absolutely. It's the same exact process, Ann.
But I don't see, when I press on a person's face, I don't get the circles.
No. You open the picture. I'll do it on the phone. I'm sorry. I go to my photos. Let me scroll down here to some more faces. Whoop. How about this one, right? So I'm looking at the picture, right? And I pull up. Follow me? I pull up. I don't tap on it, Ann. I push my finger on it right here and I push up, slide up.
When I push up, it just doesn't go very far.
Keep going. It should show you two circles if there are faces in that picture.
It showed it underneath, yes.
Yes, that's where it's supposed to be. Okay. And then you tap that person's face. And mine, that was my son. So it says you already have that face identified.
Okay, up at the top, mine says add name.
That's right. Put in the name and go from there.
Question, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Can you edit the name? Could you add, like under your son where it says David, could you put David Crow?
I haven't tried that. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
How?
How?
Yeah.
I brought up the album with David. See it on here? I tapped on that album and it says David at the top. See it up here at the top? And you tap that name.
Ah, thank you.
There it is.
Yay.
Yay.
Hey, Bill,
Good for people like me because I misspell things. Yes. What's your question?
I have one that clearly is a face, but it was a scanned photo.
Yeah.
And when I do exactly what you tell me to and drag it up, the only option I have is to add a caption, and then it says places below, and I do not have the circle.
Have you gone up far enough?
Yes, way far. Yeah,
It may be too many, not enough pixels in the picture or something.
maybe.
Because I have all the slides in here and it picked up the slide when I.
Yeah.
So it does usually work. right? Now, if you just scanned in a picture, it may take it a while for it to, a day or so,
Yeah.
for the program to figure it out. But yeah. Okay, any questions on people?
Yes,
Go.
my iPad says updating Roy. It was somebody evidently I already had named. And then it says to finish updating your people, lock your iPad and connect to a power.
Say that again?
It says I have to lock my iPad and connect it to power. But my power is 96%.
What are you trying to do?
All I'm trying to do is, I have his name and I don't know, I can't get anybody else's name. There's 5 people in this photo. And he's the only one, I can't get anybody else.
They're not identifying any of the rest?
No,
Is that a new picture or not?
no, it's one that I scanned in.
And again, that may be the issue, can't identify it, but you can plug it in. I think it's saying I want to go to the cloud and do some programming to figure this out.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll
That's-
try a different picture.
Try a different picture and or do that, plug it in and leave it on and see what happens.
Okay.
Bill,
Mhm.
what does the heart that's solid and the heart that's empty on the photos mean?
The
Under,
heart that's solid means that's a favorite.
okay.
The heart without that, it doesn't mean they're not favorites.
Oh, they're not a favorite. Okay.
I haven't identified that person as a favorite.
Bill, I had one of my grandsons, a recent picture, and I selected it and named it. And then it showed me that I had already done that one. So I just completed the name and named it the same. And now all I see,
Now you have two.
no, I can't find the original. All I have is the second one.
You've got two. I don't know how you did that. When you start typing, you're supposed to select the name that already exists. So I'm not sure what happened to you, Sharon. I haven't done that particular thing. Any other questions?
What if we want to delete somebody from one of those?
You mean somebody's misidentified?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Let me go in here. Not choose that one. I have done this.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
I think if you just tap at that particular face
Okay.
I did.
and then you rename it. And now you're going to have a separate folder for the face that looks like that.
So you create another folder, huh?
Well, that's what you're doing by changing the name.
Uh-huh. But it's always there then. That's okay.
Or you don't even want that person identified?
No. No, nothing personal. I just did it and it was not anybody I really want all her pictures of.
I know.
I just did it for this class and now I'd like to undo it.
Now, see where
Oh, remove Peter from app. There is a thing that said,
I
remove
tap the 3 little dots and it says.
oh, you tapped, okay, Ruth. Okay, so I. Uh-huh.
Okay.
I couldn't find, I can't get the dots, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
No, I brought up the picture. Brought up the picture and then I scrolled down. There's the picture. And again, you can't see this on your screen, but I'm scrolling down to where I get the 2 faces showing up. in little circles. And then I tapped on Peter's face. And it came up with this. It says, you have this, you have two pictures of him that look like that.
Mhm.
And then the three little dots are there.
Wow. Okay.
And then I
Peter.
can remove him.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right?
Bill,
Yeah.
what does Apple do if you have two people with the same first name?
It's going to combine them.
It is, even if they don't look alike?
Yeah, because you named
Oh, okay.
you named them that way.
Okay.
So, you know,
I haven't named very many people, so it's not a problem for me. I just was curious about if I do this.
yeah, you,
Like I have two sister-in-laws, both who are named Anne.
I see Ann 1 and Ann 2 or whatever.
Okay, so include a last
Yes.
initial or something.
Last name. Bill,
Mhm.
I have a people, but the images of some of the people are, when they were young children, and now some of them are adults. How do I change the picture that shows up for that particular person?
That's a good one.
Now, what are you saying?
I'm saying that
You want-
I've identified some people.
You want them to be in the same album?
Well, no, I have people, and I've given them names. They have their names, except when particular people come up, it shows an image of them when they're young children, and now some of them are adults. How
Yeah.
do I change the picture that comes up for that particular name?
So you don't want the children and the adult pictures in the same album?
Well, no, that's fine. But when I get a list of people and their names, I'd like the picture that I get for the person to be an adult picture, not a young child picture.
As I said, you want
How do I do that?
you want their children's picture separated from their adult picture.
No, they can all be together. I don't care. They're all the same person. It's just that when you get a list of people and, the people show up, it's showing pictures of some of those people, an image of them when they were very young.
Okay.
And now they're adults and you wouldn't even recognize them.
Okay.
So I'd like when an image comes up of the different people and their names, I'd like the image that shows up for their name to be their adult image, their current image.
Oh, and what it's showing up is their child image.
Yeah, which doesn't look like them at all.
Oh, how do I change that? How do I change their I guess, billboard picture or whatever they would?
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
How do you change the billboard picture?
Yes.
Gee, I haven't figured that one out. There's my grandson, and that's him as an infant. He's now 10 years old. So
Right.
how would I change that? Let's see. If I tap that picture and then I tap the three dots, what's it give me? It doesn't give me anything.
Additional photos?
No, what we're trying to do is change that image to a different one.
What does edit actions do?
I don't know. Confirm additional photos, add to memories, remove Alex from favorites, remove Alex from people, suggest Alexander less.
No. Oh, because you want to keep the pictures of them when they're young.
Right.
Why don't you just identify the person and by saying adult or over 16?
Together.
But you want to keep all the pictures together so you can see, how they've changed over the years.
What about adding a date?
No, she wants them all. She wants them all in the same album. She just wants this picture that comes up here is the billboard picture, let's call it. it's selected one out of all of the Alexander pictures. She wants that to be the adult picture, not the child picture.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if you know, is it, when you take a new picture, is it identifying you with your billboard picture or with the other pictures?
Both. That's,
Oh, because, you know, the most recent batch of pictures that I got on these kids, none of them are identified. They're all grown up now. And so I'm wondering if they're using,
just,
because I have pictures of them from last year.
right.
And they have changed since then, but not dramatically.
And they're not
So I'm
identified,
having trouble identifying them.
and they're not identified yet.
No.
So you would pick one of those and you name it the same.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I can manually do it, but I mean, if they're identifying them by all the pictures and not the billboard pictures, they should have been able to identify them. The computer should have been able to identify them.
It will if you identify one of them.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that I identified the pictures last year.
And they're not showing up in this album?
Not the new ones that I got this year.
They should.
I know. Well, I don't think that their AI is that good yet.
If I click on Alexander there, you'll notice he's quite a bit different as an adult down here.
Yeah.
I mean, that picture is not the same.
And the computer identified it.
No, it didn't to start with. So what I did was I went in and identified that face
Yes,
as the same person.
as the adult person.
Right.
And now the future adult images are coming in identified.
Correct.
Okay, I'll try it again.
All right.
Thank you.
Bill,
Yeah.
can you do that with photo that has been sent to you? I was trying to do that on one that was sent to me, but I cannot move it up and get the other information that's required to put the person's name in.
Okay, so you had a photo sent to you and you're in
Yes.
photos, is that correct?
That's correct.
So you're in your library and you know, this was a scanned photo. Right? So that's equivalent to one being sent to me.
Uh-oh.
And those are the two faces that identified in there. Okay. And this is one that somebody sent to me. And I pull it up. Are you sure you're pulling it up far enough? Leah. I can't hear you.
I'm pulling it up and all I get is the name and the date that it was sent. Then it says add a comment or hide comments.
So it doesn't sound like you're in photos.
I am.
That's not what it says when you pull up. You have to save it in your photo library. Again, your mic is off.
And in what's called shared album.
Yeah, I'm not in shared albums. You have to be in your library. Okay.
I just have to look.
Let me,
find it. Thank you. That makes sense.
let me go to places. That would be this option.
Places, yeah.
I go to places. The guy who introduced me to this is in the audience here. His name is Jim. And it showed me places. And right there, it's showing pictures of places that I've taken the pictures. For example, I've taken a lot of pictures out in California and an awful lot here in Florida. Okay? And each time you tap on I'm going to tap on the ones right here in California. And it shows me the pictures, but if I go back and I zoom in by clicking and dragging, pretty soon it starts breaking that 300 plus pictures apart into subfolders of different places in the area that I've taken the pictures. Okay. Get the idea, everybody?
I'm sorry, Bill, but album and on the phone alone, but how do I'm in albums, but I'm not seeing people in places.
Okay, I'm tapping on the phone on places. It's right beside people and places. I tap on places.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I find the places.
And I start zeroing in by zooming in, right? And I have some clear up here in Alaska somewhere. There they are. That's Vancouver Airport. There's Vancouver. Get the idea, everybody? Nice little.
You have to have the location on, right, when you're taking them.
Right.
Yeah,
Location
because if you didn't
service.
have that on, that wouldn't show.
Location services has to be turned on.
Right.
If I tap on favorites, those are the pictures that I have identified as my favorite pictures. And your question might be, how do I identify a picture as a favorite? So if I'm looking at my library and I scroll down here, there's a picture of my wife and I, right? And you see the little heart? You don't see it on your screen. If you open up the picture, you'll have some text and icons at the top of the screen that allows you to share the picture. So if I hit the little heart, now that's a favorite picture and it will show up in my favorites down here at the bottom.
Hmm.
Okay?
Bill,
Mm-hmm.
can I ask you another question about people?
Sure.
When I go into my people for a particular person, it just shows me a couple of different memories, but it doesn't show me all the images of that person. It shows me memories, but it doesn't show me all the images of them.
You're in memories? It doesn't show you.
I clicked on people,
Okay.
and then I tapped on one of the people that I've identified.
And it says their name at the top, right?
It says their name on the top, and it has like slideshows. It has a slideshow, and that's it.
That's a selected number of pictures, but then you can scroll down to see, well,
And then I have other related slideshows of this particular person, but it's not all of everything with him. It's just particular dates.
first of all, this is one that Apple has created for Margie, okay?
Yeah.
And then down here are the various additional pictures, and it says see more, right? And those are all the pictures I have of Margie, right? Let me pick one I have a lot more of. There's my daughter-in-law, right? And down here's all, see more? There's the pictures I have of her.
Wait, okay, would you do that again, please? I see the show more, but the show more is only showing me what's in that memory, that slideshow.
It's not memory. No, it should show you all the pictures that you have of that person that it has identified.
Okay, I'll have to look at them very.
Because the slideshow is a subset of all of them. And the slideshow for my grandson is like 30 slides, but I have a few hundred pictures of my grandson, of course.
Right. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to check the show more to make sure that the recently identified ones came in, and they should be at the end, right?
I think so, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Uh-huh. If I wanted to make Sharon one of my favorite, right? Here's where I would make Sharon a favorite. So somebody was asking me a minute ago, right? I'm back. How come those guys have hearts on them and the rest of them don't? Right? Because I've made those guys favorites, and down here, for example, if I wanted to make Sharon a favorite, I would tap Sharon and then tap the three little dots, right?
Oh.
And then I could make Sharon one of the favorites.
Bill, when I tap on the picture, the heart shows up in the top, not on the picture, but across the top. I still get the heart, but it's not on the picture.
Are you on your iPhone or iPad?
iPad,
And what version of the iPad?
14.2.
No, that's the operating system. What
Oh,
iPad?
iPad 4. I mean, it's not a problem because I can still see the heart, but it's in the, like where the home, the dock would be.
I guess I'm not sure. At the bottom of the screen?
Top, across the top.
Yeah, I don't.
Doesn't matter. I can still get to the heart. It's okay. It's just a different place.
Oh.
My heart moved.
Okay, so if I tap on Sharon now, and then I said remove Sharon from favorites, okay, and she's no longer a favorite, right?
She's no more a favorite.
Okay,
Just like that.
recents basically is all your photos. Okay. And my favorite feature there is search. So if I go, now search on the iPhone, right? On the iPad, it's actually the text there. On the iPhone, it's down here. All right. So if I tap search, I can tap in or type in what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ocean, O-C-E-A-N, right? And on my iPhone, I'm going to look for just plain water, W-T-E-R. Okay. And I have 465 photos of water and 25 of the ocean. Well, it says I have, well, Atlantic Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, Half Moon Bay, 83. So if I tap on my iPad where it says ocean here, I'll have 83 pictures with the ocean in them. Okay.
Bill, is that something that the phone does itself, or have you identified all these as water?
The phone does it itself.
Okay, the phone is clever enough. Excellent. Okay.
Some people would say intrusive enough. Okay. This is how significant, how you can type in dogs, alligators, giraffe, and it will find pictures. I don't think specific birds, but if you just say birds, I don't think it would find sandhill. Let's see if I can get sandhill, right? It does. I got 11 pictures of sandhill cranes. That's pretty impressive. Also, it's pretty scary. All right. That on your little phone, it can identify a type of bird in your pictures and find them and show them to you that quickly.
Does that mean I don't need to download the Audubon app?
I remember, right? That was a pretty expensive app too.
It's free to members, so.
Oh, it's free. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you took a picture of the bird, I don't know if it does it in reverse, right? You take a picture, what is it, right?
Right,
I'm not sure. I haven't tried that.
okay.
All right.
Bill, I
Yeah.
have a question. I cannot get when you on your iPad, it says all the photos, but on the left side are all the description, photos, library for you, people, and so on. How do I get this? I don't seem to be able to get that.
Up in the upper left-hand corner, there's a little icon. If you tap that,
Upper left.
upper left corner, there's a little icon up there. If you tap that, you'll get the menu and no menu. Okay, so I'm tapping, right?
But I don't get the I don't get the icon.
Oh, there's no icon up there?
No, perhaps I'm in the wrong one. I have all the pictures, but is it library for you, albums, or search?
Yeah, tap cancel on the right-hand side.
Yes.
And then,
Okay.
and then it should be there.
So what do I go to search?
To do, now, do you have that menu there now?
I have the 1 year ago, and then the people and the places underneath,
Yeah.
but not the whole list.
But does it say library? Does it say photos? Library for you, people, places, favorites, and recents, and search?
It says library for you, albums, and search.
Are you looking at your phone or your iPad?
Phone. Search, yeah, I've got that one. Yeah,
This picture?
yes.
Okay. See at
Starting-
the bottom
yeah.
of the screen? Bottom of the screen is for you, albums, and library.
Yes,
Okay, you go to albums, and you'll have a similar kind of list here.
when I go to albums, I get all the people.
That's one of them you get. There's people,
Yeah.
places, and things, right? Now hit the back arrow at the top. It takes you back to albums.
Yeah, yeah, of
Okay.
course. Yes,
Now you have something similar to what's on my iPhone, right?
yes,
Okay, that's where we are.
but you had all on the iPad. You have all the lists, library for you.
It's not the same on the iPhone,
Oh, okay, okay.
okay?
Bill,
Yes.
maybe I missed something, but if there's somebody in my photos, my thousands of photos, that I want to go under people, how do I add them there?
You have to have a picture of her first.
Uh-huh.
And when you bring up that picture, then you follow the process we just talked about,
Uh-huh.
okay? You can't do it in reverse, right? You have to have a picture of her somewhere. And that's the starting point.
Bill, can you merge photos from people?
If you have two people the same,
Yes.
yes.
All right, hold on, because I'm trying.
Go into the different names you have for that one person and change the name, and I think it'll say, do you want to merge them or something?
No. I have two that show my son.
Different
with
names?
Same name. And one, one is when he was younger. Obviously, they
right.
can't. He's old like me now, so they.
You can drag it and drop it on top of it and it'll ask if you want to merge them.
Hear what she said?
Yeah, wait a minute.
So you're here, you're in the people.
Yeah.
She's saying you can drag it.
How? Yeah.
On the iPad, are you?
I'm on the iPhone.
See what I'm doing there?
Oh, hold on a minute.
If you do it directly on top of them, it'll merge. If you do it in between, it'll
Move it around.
move the order, which is what I just did in my favorites. Because I wanted them in chronological by age of kid.
So I could put David and me together if I wanted to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was really easy, Sharon.
Yeah, that was.
Bill,
Yes.
question. You had mentioned before that it would identify a bird in the picture. Would it identify flowers, different types of flowers?
Well, let's see. If I go here and I type in yes. I typed in roses and it found 4 pictures of roses I had.
Okay, but if you didn't know it was a rose, would it tell you that?
That's different. You can do that with Google Photos.
Oh,
Yeah, Google Photos has a really cool feature, and I'll show it to everybody. Don't try it, because then I'll get a bunch of questions. I just want to show you that it's there. Let me find Google Photos here. Okay. And let me go find a picture. Of something. Here, how about this one? Right? I brought up that picture in Google Photos. In the lower portion of the Google photo, and I'll do it on my iPhone, iPad and show you a picture of it. Here. Okay, I have a picture of a flower there. See it?
yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is show you what I'm seeing on my screen with my camera. You see at the bottom there, and I'll show you where that is, right here.
Yes.
There's a little square with a circle in the middle of it. If I tap that, it goes and looks at that picture and tells me what it is.
Wow.
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 You can have a picture of the Eiffel Tower there, and it would tell you it's the Eiffel Tower. Okay, this is the next step, right? So I'm going to go to a different picture here. Come on. Uh-oh, my iPad screwed up on my display. There we go. Oh, what's this? Now, what in the world is that? If I tap that little box, and you don't see it on your screen because what we're doing here, but if I tap it, it comes back and says that's a turnip. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
For Google Photos, right?
That's Google Photos.
But
I'm
do
sure
it on the
Apple's
regular
working.
Apple.
I'm sure Apple's working. And I bet if I had a picture of a sandhill crane, it would say it's a sandhill crane. So yeah, you don't need that Audubon book any longer.
Well, actually, I just checked and it can't tell the difference between a sandhill crane and a heron.
It doesn't? Okay.
I searched for heron and it brought me up both. So that answers that question. Thanks.
Okay, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
I have imported a lot of pictures here, and I'm looking at my iPad right now. And it says imports. This is on my iPhone as well. These are pictures that I have gotten off of cell phone. When somebody sent me a picture, it's called an import. So if I tap on that, it shows me all the pictures that I've imported from other sources. Okay. You can hide photos. So it shows you the hidden photos. And an important one there is recently deleted. If you tap recently deleted, it shows you the pictures you have deleted in the last 30 days that are still on your device. And if you want, let's say I have this picture of a mouse there, I can tap on it. And at the bottom, it says recover, and the picture would be taken out of the garbage can, basically, and put back into my photo albums. So you have 30 days from which to recover something you deleted and would like to get it back.
And you did that from the 3 dots?
When I deleted one, wherever you might have deleted it, yeah. So if I'm in my photos here, I'm looking at my photos and I want to get rid of that picture. When I open the picture, there's a garbage can at the top of the screen.
Right. But my question was to recover it from the deleted. How did you do it from the 3 dots?
I tap the picture, and at the bottom of the screen is the word recover.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Again, it's not on your devices, but I'll show it to you. See it down there at the bottom left of my iPad?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have that.
You don't have what? Recover, recently deleted? If you've deleted.
I have recently deleted.
Right.
I don't have imports.
Oh, scroll down some more in your iPad.
Actually, I have a 7th generation iPad and it doesn't have, but if you go to utilities, it does say recently deleted. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, it's under utilities.
Yeah, just go to,
That's all it says is recently deleted, but no imports.
Maybe you have an
but
import.
then it's got media types.
Okay, we're going to go there. Maybe you haven't imported any.
Because mine doesn't say import either.
Have you imported any, Barbara?
Probably not. Well,
I
yeah.
think so.
How?
You just tap on it so it comes from your email into your photos.
Yeah, it should be imported then.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's probably there. It's just I don't have a title that says
I don't have it
imports
either.
anywhere.
Yeah, I understand.
That apparently those that are sent to you are not considered as imports.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I go to Google Photos and I import pictures from there. So that's the ones that I'm probably talking about.
Oh, okay. because I've got the long exposure
Yeah, and, okay,
first.
let's go to there now. Media types.
Yeah.
You know, people ask me, well, how do I get my videos? Well, you can just tap here and it'll show you all the videos you've taken, all the selfies you've taken, all the live photos you've taken. The
They
different
don't have
kinds
all that either,
of
but why?
pictures that you have taken are all right there.
Yeah, the one I had, there's no selfies on it. No portrait.
Have you taken any selfies?
Yes, and then I erase them.
So you don't have any selfies.
Well, I do actually. I do have 3 or 4.
They should be listed there. If you don't have it, I'm not sure why. Because I've got it both on my phone and my iPad here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I see that would just show up as a selfie if you ever take any, right?
Screenshots, I should have 1,000.
I'll take one just to see.
Okay. I want to go back here to my library. Ooh. What I want to look at is my photos. And I'm going to be looking at my albums.
Library?
On my phone. Oh. Okay, I'm looking at my albums on my iPhone on the left.
Scroll down.
There we go. And I'm looking, thank you. And here are my albums down here. Whoops, I'll take it out of edit mode. All right. And if I have an album I would like to share with somebody, if I tap the album, I should be able to share it. See where it says share the photos? I tap that.
Where?
And then I can email, tap mail. Oh, I just want to share the link. I don't want to share the No, you put them all in there. I want to share the album location, not the.
Share a link somewhere.
Yeah, anybody know where that is?
No.
I've only done it once or twice, so I'm having a tough time finding that. Go to albums. Hey, Bill, you still with us?
Yes.
Could you look that up? How do I share an album?
All right.
Okay. Because that's a good one. that you asked me at the beginning of the class. And what it does is it shares the album link, right? So that you don't have to send 5,000 pictures. You can just send the link and the person has access to it. Okay.
Hey, Bill,
Yes.
Jim McIntyre. On my iPhone, everything seems to be okay, but on my iPad, I do not have the utilities. So I can't figure out how to get utilities listed on my iPad.
What do you mean by utilities, Jim?
Well, if you look at on my iPhone, it's got all these different things. It's got from my Mac, media types, utilities, and under utilities, it's got import, hidden, and recently deleted. Okay, on my iPad, I don't have that. I have the media types.
Oh, from my Mac?
Well, no, on my iPad, it does not list any utilities.
I don't see any utilities on my, oh, down there at the bottom.
There. See,
Yeah.
there's utilities.
Is it just the word utilities and nothing under it?
There's no word, on my iPad, there's no word listed.
Really? And you scroll the whole way to the bottom?
Yes.
Boy, I don't know.
Okay. It's got media types and shared albums, but no utilities.
But it doesn't have the word utilities.
No.
Have you deleted anything recently?
I don't know.
And
There's no recently deleted folder because that's under utilities, you see.
correct. I know the reason it may not be there is you haven't deleted anything recently or imported anything recently.
Okay, let me just try to delete something and see what happens. Okay, I deleted one. No, that didn't change anything.
Well, you may have to go out of the app, stop it, and then start it again.
Let's see. No, that didn't do anything either.
Okay.
What iPad does he have?
The iPad is the new iPad 12 Pro Large, or whatever they call it.
Yep.
But I don't even have utilities listed, period. So,
But you don't have recently deleted either anywhere, huh?
no.
Huh.
But recently deleted is under utilities.
Correct. That's why I was wondering if they had moved it somewhere else.
Is there something else that would go under utilities too? Maybe that I didn't do, because I've got the recently deleted, but is there something else that,
Imports.
yeah, okay, import, that's right. I just want to make sure.
Right.
I
Okay.
have one that says hidden under utilities as well, and it's got nothing in it and it's there.
But it's there, huh? That's
Yeah,
weird. isn't
I
it?
do too on my iPhone, not on my iPad. So-
Mine's on the iPhone.
I like
All right.
Hey, Bill,
Yes.
it says on your iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, go to settings,
Go
your
to
name, and then iCloud, and then photos, and then turn on shared albums.
iCloud, photos,
Down at the bottom.
turn on
got it.
shared album. So we've done that, right? So it says create albums to be shared with other people. And you turn on that capability. Everybody follow what he did there? We went to settings. You tapped your name at the top. Then you tapped iCloud. You scroll down in the iCloud list to where it says, whoops. So where it says photos. And then scroll down that list to where it says create albums to share with other people. So that's step A. So now I can create an album to share, but how do I do that? So if I add a new album, and S-H-A-R-E, and call it share. And then I would have to add photos to it, right? Probably shouldn't call it share, it's going to get confusing. Okay, so now I created an album called Share. Ah, so let's share photos. Then what do you do, Bill? Still looking?
Yeah, I'm still looking. What it says is, how do I turn an album into a shared album?
Yeah.
And it says, no, that's a video clip. It says, go to the Photos app on your phone, select the For You tab, and then you'll have invitations. Okay, now that's joining an invite that you've already gotten.
Oh, that's to receive one.
Yeah.
Right. All right, what I want to do is, while Bill's looking at that, I want to shift gears now to some of the applications I talked about. I sent you a note last night late, and I want to talk about some of the applications there, okay? And I'm going to do it with my iPhone this time. It works on the iPad as well, but I'm going to be moving my phone around and doing some things with it, okay? So I'm going to bring up my camera. I'm sorry. I'm going to go to my applications here. And I have one called Scan Pro. And that's just a, instead of a normal scanner, you can use Scan Pro to scan a document, right?
Do you mean Scanner Pro?
Yes, I'm sorry, Scanner Pro.
But you could do that in Notes.
And you could do it from your camera.
Right.
Okay. Now, one you can't do is Photo MYME. On my phone there, it's the second one in. And this one's really, really cool. I have an album here of some pictures. I found some good pictures. Here we go. And I have an album with 3 pictures in it. I'm going to open Photo MyMe. Okay, and I'm going to tap New Album. And it comes up with the camera. And I have in front of me an album with 3 pictures on it. And I'm going to push the red button. And now it's cutting those pictures into 3 separate pictures and putting them in my photo library. Okay? I think that's spectacular, because if you have a photo album you don't need to take the pictures out of the photo album.
Do you have the paid version or the free version?
This is the free version, I believe. I was playing around with it last night and I got a bill for 40 bucks from Apple. And I said, what did I do? But there is a free version and it does allow you to cut out the pictures. Okay. So if I now go to my photos on my phone,
I don't think there's a free version anymore. I'm on the App Store.
I just looked
Yeah.
this morning and there was a free version.
You can't, the free version won't allow you to save it to any of your devices.
It won't allow you to do what?
Save it to any of your devices.
Well, let me go to it. Okay, I'll tap done. Now I have those 3 pictures,
Mhm.
and let's see what I can do.
Add.
I want to share. 1, 2, 3, and tap save. And it says save to this device. So unless I'm getting,
You're lucky because they don't have the free version on here.
are you sure?
I'm looking. I put it into the App Store. There is nothing here that says free version.
Here.
$3.99.
It's free, but it's an in-app purchase. It says that if you want to save, that if you want the premium, the premium includes saving it to your devices and stuff, or saving it to the cloud. And for that, you have to pay for the premium. You have to get a subscription.
I think part of the confusion, if you look at your icon, it's that hat, or
right.
It sort of looks like a hat, but when you go into the App Store, that same icon is called PhotoScan app. And there's a free version and a paid version, but it's not the gold one. It's got a red background.
Right. Yes. But it's in-app purchases, so.
Well, that's okay. Just don't purchase the in-app.
But the one that you have, Bill, with the gold is called PhotoScanner Plus in my App Store, and it is $3.99.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm paying $3.99 a month?
No, once.
Once. Okay. The orange one there.
Okay.
Okay, so I may have paid $3.99.
Well, that's worth it.
If you're going to do any of this, it's much easier than stripping the cellophane off and taking the picture out, et cetera, et cetera. Let me,
So it's not PhotoMime, it's PhotoScanner.
That's what it's called in my App Store.
yeah, Photo Scanner is what it's called.
PhotoScan app by PhotoMime.
And this says when I went to the free version, and when I scroll through, it says try 3 days free, then $9.99 a month.
Uh-huh.
Which one, for the orange one or the red one?
I think either one. You get the orange one or the red one free, and that's what I went into. And after I got so far, it says 3 days free, then $9.99 a month.
Wow.
Get it.
And I don't think it's worth that.
No, it's not worth that.
Because there's another app that does the same thing. I don't remember what it was, but there's another app.
Well, we'd like to know. Okay. There's one called Scan Pro, right? And let me show you what Scan Pro does. Well, let's see what this one. Well, that's PhotoScan. Scan Pro, right? I want to add a document to it. I hold it up here and I hit the button. So I'm taking a picture of this magazine, right?
What the notes does.
And you see how it puts it says, well, I've taken this picture, and you change the buttons on the bottom to go around the document you want. And then you say save selection. Okay. And there's the picture that I saved. And you can share it with your photos. So it's saved a camera roll.
Bill,
Mm-hmm.
what does it, I mean, you can just take a picture with your phone.
Right.
And
Combines the-
do it, you know, you could save it or email it or text it. So I don't, what does this do?
But it makes it a little clearer. That's all. Okay.
Hey, Bill,
Yes.
are you gonna cover photo swipe?
Say that again, please.
Are you going to cover, you had this listed, photo swipe on the list of things. Photo swipe on your sheet?
I'm looking down the list. Yes.
Are you gonna cover that?
Yes.
Oh, good, thank you.
In my camera, there's a app called QR Reader. I'm going to tap it, and it will read both QR codes. And I just took a picture of that QR code, right? I just opened the app, and I put it right over, and there it gives me, welcome to Wikipedia. So that particular QR code is a website called Wikipedia. If I put it on over a barcode, it says I can get this magazine, which is $20 at Barnes & Noble, and I can go to Amazon and get it for, no result found at Amazon, eBay, because it's an older magazine. I can get it for $6 now on eBay. Okay, this is the one I was telling you about last week. I go through the Barnes & Noble store and I use this app, see how much Barnes & Noble's more charging me than I may want to pay. There's one called Frame Grabber. And that app is designed to take a frame out of a live photo or a video. All right, and when you load it on your device, and it's this one on your device, right? When you load it on your device, you bring it up and it goes and says it wants access to your photos, and you grant that. And then it lists all the videos you have on your device. So let me go down here to one of my grandson. Okay, and there's the video. There's the video, right? Complete with sound. And I'd like to grab a photo out of that. And you see the little white bar at the bottom there? Right here? I would switch that little white bar to the picture I want, right? And then I would click the share box at the bottom. I believe that's what I do. And I want to save that image. So now I have that image in my share in my photos. How about that one? I click that. I'm going to save that image. Right, so now I should have in my photos, there's two pictures. There's one of them. And there's the other. Okay, everybody? A great way to grab frames out of a photo, out of a video. Now, I've got all these photos on my iPhone. I would like to get them to my computer.
Oh, good.
It's called Photo Swipe. Transfer pictures to the computer. So let me go to that particular app. What I'm trying to do is pick apps that are relatively easy to use. I get frustrated by them as well, as I'm sure you do. If I tap Photo Swipe, it says I want to send to computer. So I would tap Send to Computer, and I would want to select more photos. And let's say I want to select this one, 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 and those two of my grandson that I just took. Oops, went the wrong way. Yeah. Oh, they don't show up here yet. Oh, come on. There we go. And I want that one and that one. And then I tap Done. Okay.
Is that to a PC or just to a Macintosh computer?
I believe it's either one.
And you are connected with a wire?
No,
It's Wi-Fi?
I gotta select some more pictures. It's Wi-Fi. No, it's over the internet.
Oh.
Hey, Bill,
Yeah.
can you send a whole album?
I don't think so. I haven't tried that.
Oh.
Okay. I want to send that one. And at the bottom there, it's a little airplane. I tap that. And I go to my computer and I type in photoswipe.com and type in those digits. And it'll say download to the computer.
Ah.
Would you go through that again, please?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
Can you do that? Wait. Can you do that from the computer to the phone? No.
Oh, we want to go the other way now, do we? Let's see. I would like to send to a computer. And I want to select some photos. So how can I select some photos here?
What is the advantage of using this versus just using your email account to send photos?
I can do I'm going to try to do 30 at a time or something.
What is the advantage of this if you've got some cloud sharing device? If you've got iCloud or Google Photos, it's going to show up on your computer anyway.
Some of us have had a problem getting them through iCloud.
Excuse me? I'm sorry.
Some of us have had a problem getting them through iCloud.
Oh, you've had a problem on your PC.
Some of us have.
I pictures automatically go from your phone to your,
That's another, there's another way. I'm not saying this is the only way.
Will each app have a separate device number? The photo swap?
That number that comes up will be unique to you temporarily. And I have those photos. I have 11 photos selected there, right? Now I want to send them to the computer. And hit the fan, hit the little thing at the bottom, and there's a new number. I would type that in and it would automatically download them to my download folder.
Wow.
So it's pretty direct. Then you put them where you
Where
want.
do you type them in? Where do you type the number in? If it comes up like that, where do you type it in?
Well, I would go to my computer and I would go to that website and it would ask me for a number.
Have to have that website also on your computer?
No, you type it in. You say you type in photoswipe.com in a browser. Okay.
I'll give that one a try.
Come on.
The other way to do this is to, on your computer, download an app called, I think it's iCloud something. I have to.
Bill, do you still share your iPad and iPhone? I can't see it anymore.
Yeah, I'm still sharing it. Yeah. I want to share my other screen. I'll show you what I mean. Now I'm sharing my Google screen, right? Everybody see that?
Yes.
And I tap up here and I type in. What was that I typed? Oh, I've lost it. I got to go back to the app.
Photoswipe.com.
And there's the number.
What's your number?
There's the number. So I type in photoswipe.com. It takes me to that website and it says put in the code 789681 and receive. Okay, now it's receiving those 11 pictures. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Then I can say I want to.
One squadron, the galaxy's finest.
I put up with a commercial, but that's okay. And then I click Save File, and I click OK.
Is it zipped?
Somewhere it's going to say where it's saved them. Oh, you put them in a zip file again. And there they are. And now I should be able to just select those and move them to wherever I want.
And rename them.
If I wanted to, yes.
Okay. We'll try it.
By the way, if I check it on a PC at least, when you select a bunch of pictures like this and you right click, there should be a way to rename. Come on. Used to be able to rename them, it would rename them sequentially. You'd say, Disney trip, and it would go Disney trip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Bill, do you have an app that really removes duplicate photos?
From where?
From my Mac.
Oh. If I were you, what I would do is I'd type in, how do I remove duplicate folders from?
Okay. Thank you.
Does anybody have a comment on that? No more than I do? That wouldn't be hard.
You had once recommended an app. I think it was called something cleaner.
CC Cleaner?
I'll tell you one
Photo
second.
Cleaner, I don't remember. All right,
Right here. I have to look it up.
yeah.
Could be Glary.
It was something cleaner.
Okay. I'm not sure of that one.
I think Glary, Glary, Glary Soft does that.
Does it?
I think so.
I don't know. I haven't used it for that.
Yeah, I did it a long time ago with Rosita.
Yeah.
I think that the Google Apps has an option to do that also.
Google what?
Well, Google doesn't download duplicates.
There is an app called iCloud for your computer. If you put that on your computer,
PC.
There isn't one for the Mac. If you put that on your computer, what you will get is this screen that comes up. And every time you launch the app, it will go and get your photos from the iCloud and put them on your PC. Now, I would think that's happening automatically on a Mac, but I don't know.
Yes. Set it up to synchronize.
Yeah, and here I have it, right?
I think it gives you the access to, but it doesn't download them physically unless you choose that option.
No, it does download. Download new photos and videos. They're right here. And it does do it. You have to open the app, and I would change this, and then I'll change it back. And then I'll tap done. And those pictures I just took today will be on my PC. Okay. Sharon, I thought that too, and then I tried it the other day and whoa, the new pictures showed up in the right folder.
And if you've got thousands of pictures, is that really an option you want?
It's up to you. How much space do you have on your computer, and you could put them on an external drive. All right.
Excuse me, Bill, I found the app. It's called Cleaner One.
Yeah.
Find duplicate photos.
Fine.
It's called Cleaner One to clean your storage. Find
Is it
duplicate
looking for, it may be looking for duplicate names and not, that's usually what they do. They find photos that have the same name. Hey, Bill, do we have any luck on sharing a folder?
I got a set of instructions, but I was trying to follow them and I get to the last step and it doesn't work. What I've got so far is you go to photos and tap photos on your home screen. Then number 2 is tap the moment or album that has the photos you want to share.
I'm following along.
And then number 3, it says tap the select button. And then tap the photos you want to share. You can.
Okay.
And then tap the share button. Now, the problem I ran into is it says then tap the iCloud photo sharing. And I didn't have that on my, after I tapped the
shared album.
Oh, it says iCloud photo sharing. And I don't see that in the share box.
Right. The only one I have is add to shared album. Okay. And then we have to, I'm going to add those to the shared album. And now I have to send or let people know that that shared album's out there some way.
Well, what it says is that if the album appears next to shared album is the one you want to add photos, simply tap post.
I did that.
POST, and I don't see that either.
Well, I had that. Okay, so now what?
It says number 7 is tap post.
I posted, but now.
Okay, but then when you tap post, the addresses receive an invitation to subscribe to your shared album.
So somewhere you have to set up people you want to share that album with.
Yeah, it says when you post them, the addresses receive an invitation to subscribe, and then when they subscribe, they get access to that album.
The question then is, how do you get people's addresses in that shared album?
Yeah.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll figure between Bill and I, we can figure it out and we'll send it to everybody as a document.
May I ask what resource Bill Kelleher is using? Is it the user's guide to the?
I bet he went.
No, actually, I just typed in how to share albums, and where it brought me.
Search.
Yeah.
In the search, I was using. I'm sitting with an iPad here in parallel, and I was doing that on my iPad while we're working with the phone. But what it brought me to was a website that was dummies.com. That had the topic of how to share photos on your iPhone with an iCloud photo sharing.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Couple more things. I've got a couple more I'd like to cover. All the photos you take come with something called metadata. Okay. And metadata is all the information that's saved with your phone, where it was taken, the different settings on your phone, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the things you should be aware of, that if you're sending a picture or posting a picture on Facebook, you want to make sure you get rid of the metadata. Now, I think Facebook is automatically eliminating, you want to eliminate the location the picture was taken in the metadata. I have an app called, it's on my iPad there. I'm not sure I have it on the iPhone. Yeah, Investigator is the name of the app. And if you tap it, I'll do it both the iPhone and the iPad. It comes up and shows you your pictures. And I may not be sharing them on my iPad. Okay. If I want to know where this picture was taken, I tap it and the metadata is there at the bottom, some of it. And I can look at info about it. If I tap the world there on my iPad, so I tap the world, it tells me, shows me the location, the time it was taken, the camera settings that it was taken at, and any additional captions I may have added. If I tap down here, metadata, right, and I view all, here's all the information. Okay. Right?
How do you turn that off? So if you share a photo with someone.
And you don't want the metadata?
I don't want, if I'm going to share a photo with somebody, I want to make sure that location is off.
Right. And I was going to show you that.
Okay.
Let me turn it down. See where it says GPS there at the top? I tap GPS, and there's the place it was taken. If I go back, metadata, and you can remove it. or you can edit it. You can remove all the metadata, or you can edit and just remove the location. So I'm going to remove the location where that picture was taken. Okay, and then save. And so now for that picture, whoops, failed to save edited metadata. Why? Oh, I got to pay money for it? Well, then I'm going to remove all. Metadata, remove. Okay, so now delete 11 photos from the bird. Oh, it's deleting the picture. I didn't want to do that. Or maybe it deletes them all. Yeah, okay, yes. Okay. So now I should not have any metadata in that picture. There's also one called GPS Remover. You tap it. Select the picture you want. That one doesn't have it with it. Select the picture. And then I should be able to remove it here. Remove metadata. I tap settings, remove the GPS. Okay.
And that you did from within your iPad, not with the extra app.
No, that one's called GPS Remover.
Oh, okay. Thank
Okay. Now there's another app called Facetune. And there's a new one out called Facetune 2. Let me show you that one. Okay. Here's a picture I took last night. Okay. I'm going to zoom in on me, right? And I'd like to make my teeth a little brighter, right? So you
You're
see,
very photogenic.
see the little thing here? Toothbrush. Tap it. And then tap zoom for better results. And then I'm just going to put right here and I'm going to go like this. And look at my teeth getting brighter. Okay. Whiten. Do some more. Look at this. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to the picture, right? Hit the check mark. And now I want to get rid of some wrinkles. Hold on, hold on. I want to smooth this guy out a little bit. I got to zoom in a little more. I'm going to smooth him out. See this right here? And I'm just going to look at that. Look at that. Look at that wrinkle and this wrinkle right here.
Oh my gosh.
And this wrinkle right over here. And I hit the check mark. I thought you'd like that one.
Where's the check mark?
Oops, wait a minute, wait a minute. I was in the upper right-hand corner when I was doing it.
Hmm.
Smooth. And right here. And
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
they're getting better. Now the check mark.
Yeah.
I don't want to upgrade. Goodness sakes. Okay, so see how my chin and teeth look better? Okay. right? There's one app I prefer. Where is it? Oh, I prefer for adding text to a video, and it's PHONTO, the one with the red background, a P on it, and a pencil. If I tap it, now it has a lot more features, but I choose only to use the camera feature. So, I mean, sorry, the text feature. It's come up on the screen there. I tap the camera. I say, look at my photo album. Select a photo. I'm going to tap a picture of Mickey here.
Why do you have so many of him?
Oh, come on, I was using it for a class. Okay. Come on.
Because he did the 10 thing.
Should be able to just select one. I just want one.
That Facetune, by the way, is very expensive.
What's that?
It's expensive.
Which is?
Facetune?
I got the free version, I thought. What was the charge?
I think it was $12.99.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't think I spent that much on it. Okay, I've got the picture here and now I can do all kinds of edits to it. I choose not to do any editing to the picture itself. I just tap done. And there's the picture. And then I tap the screen, press and hold the screen anywhere, and it says add text. And there's Mickey, right? And then
EY.
EY, okay, we'll make it EY. Thank you. And then I put my finger, I tap done. And now I've got Mickey there, see it? And I can put my finger on it and move it anywhere on the screen. Right? And then I can just tap it and it says text, font. I can go and change it to font. So I'll make it a different font. I can change the size. I can make it bigger or smaller. Okay, so it gives you that flexibility really easily.
What was the name of that app again?
Yeah, what's it called?
PHONTO. The only thing is you don't want all its features. All you want is the text edit. So you select the picture and say, I don't want to edit it at all. I just tap done, and then the picture shows up. You put your finger on the picture and it says you want to add text.
What's the name of the app that would you whiten your teeth?
Facetune.
And of course,
They have a Facetune and a Facetune 2. I thought the Facetune was free. Did I pay something for that? Facetune normal is just fine for the teeth and the wrinkle remover. All right.
When you put your finger on the screen, what does it say? What do you click?
On photo?
Yes.
Okay, we're back at our picture. I just put my finger, hold it on the screen, and it comes up and say, add text. And I could just tap the word Bill and it would put Bill in there, but add text. And then you go ahead and type in your text. You tap done. Okay. And when you tap done and you tap the text, then it will say you can change the text, the style, you can move it. What more can I do there? I can curve it, I can 3D it, or I can erase it. So I have Facetune and Facetune 2. Facetune 2 I think has a few more options on it, but I'm not sure what they were. All right. There's a couple of apps you can use to work with, and I'm not going to cover those. Splice lets you work with videos and splice them together and reconnect them and change the order, etc. Snapseed is an excellent photo editor. If you're going to edit a photo and get into that, choose Snapseed. And then if you want to print pictures, there's a bunch of apps in there, including Walgreens and CVS. Apparently, and I haven't tried it, there's one that you can get a photo book sent to you for free. It's called Free Prints. AD tried that one and she liked it, right?
Hey, Bill,
Yes.
what's that PicSync
What are you looking at? I'm not sure.
on the right there?
That's another one to sync your pictures with your computer. Okay?
Oh,
Now, I showed you the easier one,
okay.
okay? And last but not least, there is a app out there that you can actually lock up photos, so you need a password to look at photos. Okay? If you haven't used the Walgreens or CVS, it's really a cool app. You just click on it. Right? You select the photos. So I want that one and that one, right? I tap done. Now, is it gonna mislead me here? Oh, at the bottom. I tap photos at the bottom. I tap prints. And I want to get them at Walgreens. Got to enter name. Ooh, wait a minute. Didn't need that. I tap prints, your device. I have those two pictures selected. I tap next. And then I would go about selecting the size. So if I wanted to get a 4x4, it's 39 cents each. So I have to, wallet size is 99 cents each. Okay, so I want one of those.
Is that the largest it goes? 8 by 8?
Let me go back. It goes up to 8 by 8.
8 by 10.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah,
8 by 10.
okay, thank you.
Costco is cheaper.
And do they have an app that works the same way?
Yeah, well, you go on Costco, go to photos, and you can upload all the photos you want.
There you go, for 39 cents or less each. Okay, you got the idea. Okay,
Mhm.
any questions? I've got some homework. I've got to. What were Bill and I doing there? We were figuring out how to share.
How to share a folder, album.
Right.
This is equivalent to Rapwell.
As I said, I've done it once, and I've got to figure out how I did it. So we'll send you some information on how to do that. Any other questions, anybody? Let me stop sharing. We can see each other again.
This was fun. Thank you.
All right, yes, thank you. I'll let you know if it works.
Great job, Bill.
Bill, I have a question. Can you hear me?
I can.
That photo looks.
Go ahead.
Bill, a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about the apps people had, somebody had mentioned an app to do a translation thing. Does anybody remember what the name of that app was for
Are we on the iPhone?
Well, it was when we were doing apps a couple weeks ago.
No, but was it for the iPhone?
Yes.
It's called Translate.
Okay. Translate.
Translate Now, I mean. Translate Now, and it's from.
Okay. Great, because there's a few of them and I just wasn't sure the one that we talked about. Translate Now.
Well, let's look. I got two here. I've got one Translate and one Translate Now.
Translate is the native one.
Yep, you're right.
So Translate.
It's Translate. And
Okay, thank you very much.
see what it looks like here.
Translate has very few languages.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But if it has the one you want, it's really.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you.
Now, there are more, right? Google has some, et cetera, et cetera. I got three on my screen there. One's black, one's Translate, and one's Translate Now. I've got two Translate and one Translate Now.
Well, I'll start with Translate, just the plain Translate and see how that works.
And play with them a little bit, see which one you
Yep.
want.
Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions?
Need a orange?
Nope. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Bill.
The last-
Bye-bye.
This is the last session for the month, so everybody have a great holiday season.
Okay, you
Thank
too.
you. Happy
You
holidays.
too.
Bill,
You do more next year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.